in. This is Yahoo Sports' debate show. I am Liz Loza, and I will be presiding over today's argument, which is what's the most acceptable sports uniform for an adult to wear casually? We have Hannah Kaiser arguing in favor of hockey sweaters, and LaJethro Jenkins bringing it home for basketball jerseys. Let's get going. Hannah, you start.
Okay, so I'm going to surprise everybody here because I can count on one hand the number of hockey games I've been to in my life, and I don't own a single hockey jersey. But hear me out. I think that this is a testament to how unbiasedly correct this claim really is. I do not wear hockey jerseys because I am not a fan of hockey, but after several days of thinking about the stylistic considerations, I might start collecting them because they look good. They look good. And here's the thing, looking good is key here. I understand that the premise of this question, which is which sports jersey looks the most acceptable, not jerseys. All jerseys are cool. You can rock a jersey. I know that like kind of implies that most sports jerseys are lame or at least sort of incongruous if you're trying to sartorially convey that you both care about your favorite team and also have a 401k. But I don't want to just consider which ones are the least bad.
Hold on. Pause it. Jesus Christ, Hannah. Like, you are already. Good luck, John.
You know
Nichols.
I'm like this.
I'm stressed. I am stressed, y'all.
All right. Let me get my...
how you're going to convey that you have a 401k while you're rocking a Philly Flyers jersey.
When
Get
she
ready,
said
bro.
sartorial, I'm like, all right, it's a wrap, but go ahead.
All right, let me just, okay, so a lot of them are not bad. So I was thinking for the least not bad, maybe you got like a soccer kit. They look fine. They're pretty nondescript, but I don't want to talk to that guy who's wearing a soccer kit. He's going to tell me all about how he studied abroad and how the Premier League is really on something with relegation. Hockey sweaters are actually cool. They're bold, they're graphic, they're usually a little retro looking. That's super in style right now. They prominently feature the team's logo. And like team logo, that's why everybody wears a baseball hat, because logos are visually exciting and we like them. Put that on a big ass sweater and it looks great. Hockey sweaters fit this like really, really crucial sweet spot for sportswear. They're not trying to be professional. So here's the problem. I love baseball, but you can't be wearing a button up sportswear. Like, that's not cool. You can't wear like a casual
Wear it
button-up.
unbuttoned.
Yeah, see, now that's actually, if you're like on a tank top, you're a girl, it's like a summer cardigan, you got me there for baseball. But they also don't automatically look like you're about to participate in a middle school gym class like most pennies do. But they just look like cool, casual, team-branded athleisure. You would wear a sweatshirt. You would wear a sweater.
Okay. Well, Hannah, I mean, I don't know if I need to drink today because my head is already scrambled from all that. But
A lot of information.
girl, hashtag Smart Girls Unite. I am loving this. Can I work with Hannah more? John Nichols, good luck. It's your turn.
I say basketball jerseys. I'm not here to argue. I'm merely just here to tell the truth. I actually like hockey jerseys, but it's basketball by far. Basketball is the most popular sport, has the most popular athletes, and sells more merch. You only see hockey uniforms worn by people who are fans of the city or fans of the team. You see basketball jerseys worn by many different people. Well, you see many different people wearing different basketball jerseys because people are fans of basketball stuff because basketball stuff is cool. You know what I mean? And that's at all levels of the sport. My first basketball jersey was a Georgetown Iverson jersey. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. College jerseys, are they even sold for hockey? You know what I'm saying? I've never actually seen one in real life out in the wild. But I mean, by far on all levels, it's basketball jerseys.
What do you think, though, John, about like the whole tank top situation for a basketball jersey? Because then it's
Thank
really
you,
like
Liz.
Thank
you.
big, like you got some
I will
hairy
say
armpit
this.
action.
I will say this. Do not wear a basketball jersey without anything under it. It does look musty. But it's so versatile, and we will get into that later. But there's so much versatility with basketball jerseys.
Here's my thing.
Unless you're like Coachella or a music festival, like things like that, people wear basketball jerseys all the time.
If you look good in a basketball jersey, if you look good in a basketball jersey, more power to you. You are almost certainly someone who
you
could
better
wear
have a
anything.
fly.
Right,
If you're in a basketball jersey, you better have a fly rib tattoo that comes up like a big old jaguar or something on the side of you. But let's talk about the stylishness though. I'm going to kick it back to Hannah because you mentioned the logo being prominent in hockey jerseys, and logos are visually stimulating, and I agree with you there. But I'm thinking like, what's your favorite? What's the most visually stimulating? I'm immediately thinking the San Jose Sharks because that teal is hot. But
that's a good one.
what other ones could you wear? And is it considered, I mean, where do you put fashion over repping a geographic area? Because like I don't care about the San Jose Sharks. Like I'm a Blackhawks fan, but I also have some issues with wearing that jersey all the time.
So consider this. I came prepared. Think about Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Do you remember what Cameron is wearing in that movie? That is a great movie. That is a classic. That is also iconic of the late 80s, which
Someone
is an
did her
era whose
homework.
fashion are coming back in style. For most of that film, Cameron is wearing a Red Wings Gordie Howe jersey, and it looks great. It also doesn't look too out of place. It doesn't scream like, wait a minute, why are you wearing a Gordie Howe jersey in Chicago? It doesn't look out of place.
Because it's a movie.
That's a great, like you asked which one would I wear? Like you could wear like that red and white, like Red Wings jersey, and it's like a throwback. It feels very
Classic.
Ferris Bueller's. Yeah, it feels,
yeah.
and it doesn't look out of place at an art museum, a high school, or a baseball game. They go to a baseball game in a hockey jersey and it looks cool.
Cameron's like not really who I want to emulate vibe-wise.
I mean, yeah, I'd rather look like Sloane. That's her style. She got the fringe jacket and everything. Let's come back and do an episode about that.
All right, so, well, you're from Philly. Would you rock a Flyers jersey?
Oof. See, now that's, you might have got me. Black and orange is tough. I'm not gonna lie. Orange is a tough color. I'd rock a Rangers jersey. I live in New York now. I'd rock an Islanders jersey. They've got good ones.
Okay. All right. I'm feeling this. This is a very interesting argument. John,
Yeah.
give me the colors. Like obviously,
Okay.
The Lakers
Yeah.
you and I live in LA, so the
Yeah,
Lakers logo jersey synonymous, very acceptable at this point. You're walking around Los Angeles, you see someone in a Lakers jersey, you just know it's fine.
Yeah.
But what are you doing if you're like you love the what's that Greek player's name?
Giannis, the Bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you play, but what are you
Yeah.
going to walk around in a Milwaukee Bucks jersey?
That's
Or a
exactly what you do.
Pacers jersey?
That's exactly what you do because basketball jerseys are just cool. People, you don't have to be a fan of the team to actually wear the jerseys. Like, I have Grizzlies shorts on. I've never been to a Grizzlies game. I don't care about the Memphis Grizzlies. You know what I'm saying? These are actually the Vancouver Grizzlies shorts. And that's one thing about basketball is like we have 50, 60 years since the beginning of the league that shows people wearing jerseys from like throwback jerseys from back in the 60s and 70s as well. Like Raptors and Grizzlies jerseys. I mean, those are some of the better jerseys. Houston Comets, Cynthia Cooper back when she played for Houston. Those jerseys were crazy. The Purple's Lakers Showtime jersey. Like that. That looks like dessert. If they sold it at Cheesecake Factory, I purchased it off its dessert menu. You know what I'm saying? It's delicious. I mean, I already talked about the Georgetown jersey, UNC powder blue. That is timeless. The UConn jersey when Diana Taurasi played, pinstripe Bulls jerseys. People have multiple jerseys. People don't wear jerseys just because they're affiliated with the team. They wear them because they like the colors and how they look.
Yeah, and they're also attached as you're talking about this. Like I'm thinking about the Supersonics jerseys when you're
Right.
talking about
The throwback.
throwbacks and
Yeah.
what Washington Bullets. My husband's from
Right,
DC
right.
and
Yeah.
obviously they're the Wizards now, but if I saw somebody in a Bullets jersey, I'd respect. That's a
Right.
cool thing,
But
It's
you'd
just
also
attached to-
think, where are you going in that penny? You'd be like, that's a cool Bullets jersey.
It depends on how you wear it. You know what I mean? There's multiple ways to rock it. And we can talk about that when we get into versatility. But there's multiple ways to rock it so that it doesn't look like a penny, like you said. Like it doesn't look musty with your armpit out and all that.
Also, I love that you're throwing out the WNBA jerseys and stuff too. So that's I hadn't even considered that. But let's go to versatility because I think now it's not just. You make a good point about the basketball jerseys not just being NBA repping, whereas hockey jerseys are just the NHL. That's all you're going to rock. Nobody's going to rock their university's hockey jersey unless they were on the team, which is not about fashion. That's about going to practice. So, Hannah, tell me then, how are these hockey sweaters socially versatile? How are you wearing them? I mean, are you going to put a big one on with some leggings and cinch it?
Yeah, why not? That's the
You
thing.
are?
I actually think you got me on the appeal of basketball jerseys, the fact that they conjure something up. I'm with you. That sounds great. If I go into a vintage store and I see an Allen Iverson jersey because I'm from Philly, I'll buy that. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But where am I wearing that? I'm not wearing that to work. I'm not really even gonna wear that to lie around the house because you got to put a bra on under it and it shows on the side. It doesn't
Not
work.
convenient.
Like,
yeah,
like
yeah.
a hockey sweater, it's an article of clothing. You could throw that on over whatever you're wearing. It's warm. It's truly versatile as an article of clothing. If you want to buy a basketball jersey and get them framed, that looks great. I think that looks cool. You could have them behind you right now, and I would think that's a cool piece of nostalgia and sports memorabilia. I think if you're wearing a basketball jersey, it is the epitome of not versatile. I think you're going to play a basketball game. If I see someone wearing a basketball jersey, I'm like, that person's going to play a basketball game, or they're going to a rap contest.
Legit though, where are rap contest? Legit though, where are you rolling up in a hockey sweater?
I would wear it to work. I would think that look cool. You could tuck it into jeans. You could. Here's my ultimate final argument about where you can wear a hockey sweater. NBA players wear hockey sweaters. I did some research. I did some Googling, and I found Donovan Mitchell, Russell Westbrook wearing hockey sweaters before basketball games, and they look cool. They look so cool. They wouldn't even wear, and you cannot find me even one instance of a hockey player wearing a basketball jersey.
They can't pull them off. Hockey players aren't as cool as basketball players.
That's totally true, but I'm not as cool as a basketball player either. I can't pull it off.
You can pull it off.
Maybe that's the point, is that
you have on a Gucci
none of us
sweater.
are.
You can pull it off.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
So,
if any one of us could pull off a basketball jersey, we'd be wearing it right now.
Well, John, there's your opportunity to rebuttal. How is the basketball jersey versatile? Because she has a point. You see a guy in a basketball jersey, you're like, oh, they're probably going to play some pickup or something. They're not necessarily, financially stable.
I've never actually seen anybody play basketball like that doesn't play for a team in an actual basketball jersey. We just play t-shirts. We just wear t-shirts. But throughout pop culture, you know what I'm saying? Music videos, you see you see basketball players wearing other players' basketball jerseys, like throwback jerseys to basketball games too. You know what I'm saying? And I've been to hockey games and seen people wearing basketball jerseys at hockey games. And that speaks to the versatility. You can wear a basketball jersey with a t-shirt up under when it's hot. You know what I'm saying? You wear a basketball jersey with a sweatshirt up under it when it's cold. And that's what people do when they go to hockey games. Oh yeah, it's cool. You gotta look it up. It's cool. If you look up basketball players too, you've seen them do the same, where they're wearing up under long sleeve tees or sweatshirts. I've seen people wear basketball jerseys under flannels. I couldn't pull that off, but it looks great.
Flannel,
under a flannel.
Okay.
But it looked great.
Too.
It looked great. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't advise you to wear it in the way that basketball players wear it with nothing under it. And we haven't even talked about the shorts. Like I said, I have a pair of shorts on now, basketball shorts on now. I wear these to work. I wore them to work. I wore them to brunch. I wear them around the house. My little brother wants them. My lady tried to steal them from me. You know what I'm saying? They're easily the most versatile piece of clothing in my wardrobe. And I mean, by far. As versatile as a t-shirt.
I'm gonna have to make a motion to have the shorts not considered, because I do love me some basketball shorts.
Thank you. Basketball uniforms. It says sports uniform.
I wore them yesterday. I got these vintage Nike ones.
Versatile.
Yeah,
that's the
but
thing.
your basketball shorts are fine when we're in week 8 of quarantine.
That's true.
You cannot.
I wore them to brunch.
In this for a minute.
No, I wore them to brunch.
Well, that's on you.
I get compliments. My lady likes them. My little brother complimented me on them. I get compliments on, especially these Grizzlies ones. I've worn these all over the place. And these, I'm not wearing Nike hooping shorts that are actually made for hooping. These are looked at as a designer. When you look at LeBron James, he wears there's a particular short that's worth $500 that people are paying $500. It's sold out.
But
that
John,
people are wearing.
You and LeBron, if my husband rolled up in the house with those Grizzly shorts on, it's not. I mean, we'd stay married. But
look, this is the thing.
It.
Me and your husband, I can do a workout every morning. We can do these squats, get them legs right. He would you get them calves up. You love them in these Grizzly shorts.
I'm just saying, you gotta be a certain, because if you're a 40-year-old dad rocking basketball shorts,
I'm 37.
You
my
look great
husband
for
just did
37.
Yes.
And I'm pulling them off. It's about like everything else. It's about confidence. If you see people wearing hockey jerseys, it can look goofy or clunky too. And depending on how you wear them, you can you can switch them up and look a particular way. The same thing with basketball jerseys.
Yeah, that's the thing. See, I love that you pull off those basketball shorts. I think they look cool on you. You make me want to wear them. But like, and I say this as someone who like, I have what could be described as like a fairly occasionally extreme style. And I encourage everybody to cultivate their own sense of cool. But you cannot tell me that a mesh tank top is a universally flattering look. It is just not.
It depends on how you wear it.
One of the most niche style items of all time.
For the last 30 years throughout pop culture, we've seen many different people wearing jerseys. We saw it in an NSYNC video. We see them in Dipset videos. I mean, that's the exact opposite of the demographics. You know what I'm saying? And we've seen, you know, I mean, we see them all over the place. That's why you see people wearing basketball jerseys so much. It's just so easy to pull off.
I mean, John, you do have me a little bit with the under the flannel. I've been sitting on that one.
I wish I could find that video. I'll send it to you. I mean, the picture afterward. It looked cool. I never would have thought of it, but I was like, wow, that's dope.
There is a versatility there that I hadn't considered. But this is about the most acceptable sports uniform for an adult to wear casually. Hannah, last quick closing arguments before I make my decision.
We want to bring it home. We want to bring it back to this idea of what is the most acceptable thing. If I'm walking down the street and I see, let's say 35, I'm talking, I pass a 35-year-old dude and I want to think to myself, that guy's gainfully employed. Hockey sweater. It's the only uniform that the name of the uniform is an acceptable article of clothing. They call them sweaters. They wear hockey sweaters. You can go out and wear that and you can like tuck it into jeans. It doesn't look weird. It doesn't say anything specific. I think that that's really where, like, if the argument was, what is the most iconic uniform? Oh my God, far and away, a basketball jersey is an iconic uniform. That says sports to me. But if I wanted to not say sports, I wanted to say like, I'm a guy with a family and also I love the Red Wings, hockey sweater.
Not everybody wants to say they're a guy with a family. There's a lot of other people out there. That's why I say versatility. Like a guy with a family will wear a basketball jersey. And then like back in the day when I was in college, people were skipping meals so they could save up for Mitchell and Ness jerseys that cost $350. Like, I don't think that's smart, but they found it worth it back then. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like the versatility of it. That's why I feel like basketball jerseys are sold more. Like, I think hockey jerseys are more of a novelty. You know what I'm saying? We see a hockey jersey, we notice them because we don't see them as much. You know what I mean? Basketball jerseys, everybody has basketball jerseys. Like if you see somebody with a basketball jersey as well, you'll see multiple jerseys in their closet generally.
Why aren't you wearing a basketball jersey?
I didn't think it was appropriate for the courtroom. but yeah, so but like you see multiple basketball jerseys because people wear them like baseball hats. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't necessarily mean you're a fan of the team. You just think it's cute. You know what I'm saying? So, but with hockey, like you said, you're a fan of the Red Wings if you wear a hockey jersey. And I guess you want to be, if you're a family man too, you want to show you're a fan of the family as well. But yeah, I mean, I think the fact that all demos at all age groups wear basketball jerseys can show basketball jerseys, and adults in particular too. I mean, we're not like the past generations where, you know, we grew up and we wear hard bottoms now. We go to the club wearing shirts and ties. You know what I mean? We wear jerseys still. We wear some Jordans as well. You know what I'm saying? We still dress similar to how we did as a child. We still think the same things are cool. A lot of us still play video games. So I think that's one of the things that came with this. You know, we still wear basketball jerseys.
All right. I think I'm ready to decide. I will say, Hannah, I am going to applaud you on an excellent, creative, well thought out, and researched argument. The fact that a hockey jersey is referred to as a hockey sweater automatically does, you are correct, make it socially acceptable. However, John, I'm stuck on the flannel. I'm stuck on the fact that basketball does evoke a bigger feeling. And you're right, Hannah, it's not about what's most iconic, but basketball and the NBA have been able to corner the idea of fashion. Now, whether it's a narrative that should be disposed of or not remains to be seen. But right now, when you're talking about the whole thing, you're talking about the jerseys and the shorts and the shoes and the sneakerheads, like that is a thing that is having a moment right now. It is a player-driven league that is about personality, and you can build socially acceptable fashion, as you already said, Hannah, around personality. So I'm going to have to give this one to John Nichols, as long as he promises never to leave his musty-ass armpit out when he wears a jersey to the office.
I promise. And Hannah, that was a great argument too. Like,
no, you know what?
I was surprised. That's because hockey is difficult. Hockey is difficult to sell.
Liz, you brought that home at the end there, Liz, because you got me with the NBA is cultivating like a particular style that's really like seeping into the rest of the culture. That sold it for me. You know what? I will concede that basketball players are having a greater impact on fashion these days, and for that reason alone, I accept this loss.
Look how we all got along. That's fantastic.
Right. I appreciate this.
I think we should all put Supersonics jerseys on our corporate cards right now.
Let's
and call
do
it a day. It's a quarantine gift.
Right.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in to Boxed In. Go ahead and smash that subscribe button. I'm Liz Loza. That's LaJethro Jenkins and Hannah Kaiser. And we are done arguing for the day.